Wow. Is conscious thought holding us back? I'll give you two stories, okay? And this both will involve my son. So, I've been learning Italian for almost 5 or 6 years, and my level is C1, and I'm still practicing every day. But it's an effort. Okay, I have to practice. I enjoy myself when I'm practicing Italian, but also I have to plan and organize myself and learn grammar, fix mistakes, and all this other stuff. And I'm looking at my son, and it's almost effortless. It's almost like a game, right? He just listens and he repeats. There's no study. There's no, grammar. None of that. He just listens and he repeats, right? So no subtitles or anything like that. And I think this week or last week we were in the bathroom, and he said something like "pensavo blah 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 blah." He said a sentence. I was so surprised. Like, how are you talking? He's 2.5. I think he's maybe 30 months. Okay, 32.5 years old, and he's starting to surprise me more and more because he speaks three languages: Italian, Romanian, and English. And there's no study. He's not studying anything. Okay, he practices with his mom. Maybe they talk about colors, the days of the week, numbers, the normal things. But for the most part, all he does is listen and repeat. That's it. And I'm looking at this dude like, wow, like, how are you doing this? Like, I'm learning from him. He's teaching me a lot. And I'm starting to wonder if our conscious thoughts is an obstacle. I think maybe we're making this too complicated. So he just listens to the sounds, really. And one thing I want to note is when we were in the bathroom, what did I say? That's what it was. He made a phrase, or he said something this week. He said, non ce lo faccio più, right? And I looked at him and was like, how did you know that? And which means I can't take it anymore. And so when we're in the bathroom, again, in the same moment, I repeat the phrase, non ce lo faccio più. And this time, he little things. He used body language. He said, non ce lo faccio più. I was like, how do you? So not only is he repeating what he's saying, he's also mimicking the mood, the feeling of the phrase. And I go, wow. And it really reminded me of a girl who, she does shadowing. So she listens, she watches TED Talks and she listens, and she looks at the mouths of the people. All right. So language is not just words, but emotions, body language. So it's a lot of listening and repeating, but not only just the words and the sounds, but the emotion, the feeling, the body language. It's more than just words. And that taught me a whole lot, right? He's just listening to sounds and repeating those sounds. And fluently, perfectly. I'm amazed. So, every year my program gets better and better, and I'm starting to explore different things about learning languages, and because I want to know for myself. And another instance happened yesterday. We were reading a book, and after we finished reading the book, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes later, he started talking in Italian. I'm like, full sentences, like having a conversation. I'm like, what are you saying? And then I remember some of the words he was saying was from the book. He was actually repeating the whole book, like the full phrase page. I'm like, wow, he's listening to the sounds and then internalizing those sounds, watching the pictures. That's why I say, like, when you read or like children's books are amazing because they have colors, they have pictures, which is better for the memory. So I'm learning so much from my son. Just something to think about. Our conscious thoughts holding us back. Are we too logical and forgetting to feel the language, right? Listening, repeating, feeling the language, looking at body language. It's a lot more to it than what we think. So, yeah, children can teach us a lot.